something to say, there's something to say.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is RHouse21 and it is time for me to do a maiden flight of my E-flite, actually it's my UMX A-10 here. So, got it all set up with my telemetry system. Okay, so let's go ahead. So I need to change to model select. Select my A-10. Alright, so oops. Alright, so now let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put the battery pretty much all the way back. That seemed to balance pretty well earlier. So let me go ahead and plug it in. Alright. Okay, let's try this again. The model didn't initialize.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered. No battery. Battery critical. No battery. Battery critical.
Alright, there we go. We're initialized. Alright, so I've got a 5-minute timer set. But I wanted to be trying to look at telemetry to get an idea of where the cells are and all that. Well, let's do a quick flight surface check. Aileron, check. Okay. Alright, you switch into safe. So safe is functioning. Alright, so we should be good to go.
RF signal low.
Alright, that was pretty good. Alright, so what I'm learning is that this plane has a low power telemetry system, because it started yelling at me with low signal. That's really odd. Okay, so that just means I need to keep it close in. Alright. Okay, let's get back up in the air. Make sure the plane's okay. Looks like it's good. Alright. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, I think when I landed the battery moved forward. Switch this guy back in. Okay, there we go. And I just stuff the XT60 on the side there to help it. Okay. All right. Back to it. Got glides pretty well. I need to adjust what my warning levels are, because obviously I still have signal here. So I'm going to do a quick look down to see what my voltages are. At 3.8 volts or 3.74 volts per cell. So still doing really well. Cruising along. No, it isn't. It's actually really good. I got 3 bars. Okay, so I need to just recalibrate the RSSI. So I think the winds up high are getting a little sporty. Slow this guy down. Close. So I lost a plane in the sun for a second. But I basically switched over to good common sense. I flew it into a bank to just loiter, hold position. Gave it enough throttle. All right, so next battery. No, it isn't. I can see it. It's not. That's a lot of rudder authority. It's pretty cool. So most of this flight's been done with S.A.F.E select. So those of you who are paying attention will notice that these minute callouts aren't actually following minutes. What's going on here is I have the timer on this radio, my TX-16S, set so that it actually has the timer go slower based upon what my throttle position is. So it'll give me a longer flight time, or longer estimated flight time I should say, based upon what the actual throttle I'm using. But that's kind of a cool just thing to have in your hip pocket, because the real thing I'm using is my telemetry. And as I can see, my telemetry is actually doing really well. Except for this thing just yelling at me all the time. Okay, I just cut throttle. We'll see what it glides like. It's almost floating. It's pretty good. Now again, this is with S.A.F.E select on. So S.A.F.E is helping me by auto leveling the plane, but it's just basically making it fly like a little pussycat. Okay, power up, bring it out. All right, there we go. So it's calling 30 seconds, but my battery is, oh, that was almost bad. I looked down at my radio to check out the telemetry and I almost lost the plane.
20 seconds. RS signal critical. RS signal low. RS signal critical. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. RS signal low. 4, 3, 2, 1. Timer 1 elapsed. RF signal critical.
Okay, so it's calling out timer critical or RF critical at RSSI of about 13 to 14. Okay,
RF signal critical.
so I think I can actually reduce that a little bit. So right here, I've got RSSI of about going between 12 and 15.
Signal low. RF signal critical.
Oh, these gnats are nothing to play with. Probably didn't care about that.
RF signal critical.
So my batteries are sitting at 3.6 volts per cell. I'm cruising at about 3 amps right now.
RF signal critical.
So we're actually doing pretty well. I've got 14 minutes on this battery.
RF signal critical.
That's nuts. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in. I still got plenty of juice left. Okay, I'm cruising at 3.6 volts right now. So I'm gonna bring it downwind.
Critical.
So actually the wind is coming from that direction. So I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, so now we got low battery warning. Okay, so
RF signal critical.
I'm gonna bring it down here and I'm gonna cut throttle. Bring it around a little bit.
RF signal low.
And cut a little bit more,
Low battery.
and perfect.
Low battery.
All right. So that, I'll take it off so I can show you right here. That was a 15-minute flight. Well, at least the timer went up to 15 minutes. That's pretty cool. All right, so let me go ahead and make sure I got this on camera. So, see it? Okay, there we go. Let's try this way. Now you got, okay, let's get out of the sun. That'll work. All right. All right. So, we got a timer indicating 15 minutes. And batteries have recovered to 3.6 volts per cell, which for a lot of people might be a little low, but the fact that I actually have telemetry and I'm able to watch it, I know that I'm able to work the batteries and not overwork the batteries. So getting all the juice I can out of these packs about having the risk of hurting them. All right, so this is pretty cool. I'm very happy with this plane. I'm pretty happy. Well, I'm very happy with this plane. I'm very happy with this setup. This was awesome. All right, guys. So this was a really nice Maiden. The plane, I was a little nervous about it at first, to be honest with you, just because I wasn't sure how I was going to handle flying in this compact space. But it showed that it's got plenty of capability, and you know, this is a great plane for me to work with, to help you know, just get some stick time and practice with. You know, just when I want to get out and do a little flying time, when I don't have a chance to get out to a larger flying field for the big planes. So I think I'm gonna be flying this little sucker a lot. This is fun. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed. I hope I got some good footage of this, because hey, it was up, it was high, but I think it's gonna come out pretty well. All right, guys, so I also want to sign out. Remember, mantra: fly, fix, fly, break it, fix, and do it all over again. And if you have a Radiomaster TX-16S, you know, and a little UMX plane, hook those guys up and enjoy. I love the data from this thing. I love what I was able to do, and my little Venom battery performed exemplary. I mean, just so you guys know, they recommended 5 minutes of flight with this, and I got almost 15 minutes out of my 800 milliamp hour battery. That is sweet. And voltage never, lowest voltage was 3.4 volts per cell, 3.47, and the cell voltage right now as it sits is 3.6, which a lot of guys like to have that recover back to about 3.8, but they do that because they don't have telemetry, so they don't know what their real battery state is. So I could have been a little bit more gentle on it, maybe only flown it for 10 minutes, but this is sweet. I thoroughly enjoyed this. All right, guys, our host signing out. Peace.